My belief is, who can you become? And it's more than just a belief, it's a pillar, it's a principle. Who can you become in your life? Who am I becoming? And for me, for the past 2 years, it's been a never ending challenge. And it'll continue to be a never ending challenge. The further I go, the more I succeed, and the more I grow. And I think that's one of life's greatest challenges is who can you become in this lifetime? And some of my friends talk about this as well. And I'll take a piece from Lewis Howes. He talks about greatness, becoming great. You don't become great overnight. It takes a process to get to that point. You have to become someone else. Surely, make a goal to become a millionaire, not for the money you'll get, but for the process that you have to go through to become that type of person or personality. My buddy Evan Carmichael talks about belief. If it's to be, it's up to me. And that's really the core, the principle, the pillar of belief with Evan. If it's up to me to really make it happen for myself. It's not up to anyone else. No one else is going to make it happen for me. As much as I want that $1 million, it's up to me to make it happen. It's up to me to become better, become a better speaker, a better negotiator, a better storyteller, become a better copywriter. It's up to me to make it happen for me, really. And so there's so many other people like that who speak about this, both men, women, and whatever other pronouns they may go by. You know, my buddy Tom Bilyeu or even Jay Shetty talks about the same thing. Jay Shetty takes another angle. He doesn't talk about, the potential of greatness. He actually talks about the pain of not realizing your 100% potential and what you have to go through. And although all these things are really similar, even like Jocko Willink, one of my mentors, he talked about discipline. And discipline is part of greatness. Becoming is part of greatness. Believing in yourself, the pain and the reasons to become great. I mean, greatness is, with Lewis Howes, is really the pinnacle, the top of the mountain. Is like, you don't just become great overnight. You have to go through a process of becoming really great in your life. So what do you have to do that? And so I take, for example, making coffee in the morning. I am have weighed off the coffee, and I still enjoy having a great coffee in the morning. And there's a process to get to that coffee. You don't just wake up and have coffee in the morning. We've got so used to, as human beings, to make coffee in the morning or make our favorite beverage or whatever our routine is. And to make that coffee, we have to go through a process of making it. So for instance, like I really enjoy the process of making coffee. From the moment that I have to get up and take the beans out of the bag and I pour them into a coffee grinder, and then I grind up those beans, and they're nice, and that there's a process of taking that raw material and pouring it on and actually putting it into the grinder and then grinding it up and then having that nice fresh aroma, that smell of coffee beans, of just dark roasted coffee beans in my house. And that's part of the process. And it takes time. Every morning will take me 10 minutes, 15 minutes to do it, that process. And then going to the kettle, putting some hot water in there, pressing the electric boil button so it boils exactly to the right temperature where I can add it to my French press, which is one of these little glass shaped canisters where you pour water into it and you can actually pour tea or coffee into it and then you press it down. So I enjoy that process of boiling the hot water, letting it boil, and then taking those grinded coffee beans and pouring it on. And then I pour it into the French press, and then I do something, and then I have to press it down. And although I don't actually enjoy coffee as much as I enjoy green tea right now anymore, but I do enjoy that process, and I do enjoy a really good cup of black coffee, just for two things. One, the process involved. I enjoy the process probably more than the coffee, but I also do enjoy the coffee as well. Not as much as the process, like that grind. And the same thing can be said for any business that you have ever wanted to start, or maybe are in the process of starting now. I know that when I started my business, I fell in love with the process of building and doing, and I fell in I actually learned more about myself during that period of time, and I learned this core pillar, which is to become. Who can I become? What can I make of myself? And so I poured it on. Every single day I woke up with the same routine. And that's the reason I started waking up at 4:30 in the morning for a year and a half before I realized another reason for me to get 8 hours of sleep every day, so that my mental operator up here, my mental gold mine, can be laser focused on the goal that I had set out today. And so I realized that, and this has been a never-ending challenge for the last 2 years, and it'll be like this for the rest of my life, is who can I become? What greatness can I become? How can I take this? How can I learn to become my best self every single day? So I put it on you. Who can you become? And I believe that's, as the role you have in life now, that is one of life's never-ending challenges. Who can you become in this lifetime? Who could you become right now, today? Become a better speaker, become a better negotiator, become a better copywriter, a better salesperson, become a better blogger, a better writer, a better mom, a better dad, a better father, a better boyfriend, better spouse, who could you become? And that is life. Who could you become in this lifetime? So I put it on you. Who could you become? Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you guys like this video, leave a comment below, hit that bell notification button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.